impressions?
I think the first time I stepped foot into GSMST was, 2017 International Night. We had a friend's brother who went here and he invited us to all go, my whole entire family to go. And I remember it was really, really cold, but like stepping into GSMST, one, it was so colorful, two, it was so welcoming and warm, and of course International Night being the biggest night of the year was just super, super amazing.
I think for me, so I knew someone who I went here that I knew since I was like born, and she was part of student council. So when I heard all of her experiences and then she would post on her Instagram story like, here's student council, what we're doing, I was like, man, it seems so fun, because my middle school, student council was like nothing. Nobody really did anything, and like we didn't really have school events like that. So then when I was actually like seeing all the things that GSMC was doing, I was like, it sounds so fun. And then I came to International Night too. That's like the first time I stepped.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I came to International Night, and yeah, it was like super big, and I was like, oh, this is one of the events that this school does. And since it was so lively, that's kind of what I wanted in a school environment, to have like school spirit and everybody just gathering around in that community.
Yeah. So the STEM though, it was actually fun. Like we got to see all of us for the first time, most of us.
Ooh. I remember Mr. Wellnitz was teaching us about the little decimal system, whatever you call it.
Sig figs?
Sig figs.
Yo.
We were learning about sig figs and I didn't understand any of it. And then I wanted to drop out, but that's about it.
No, sig figs were a universally like bad experience. It was, now I understand them sort of, but
No, you don't.
I don't. Summer STEM was terrible for that reason. But other than that, I vividly remember making some friends that I have to this day, so that's pretty cool.
I was like considering dropping out. Like I was like I can't.
Because of summer STEM.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do this. Like I don't want to do all this.
That's true. I like try-harded. That was the last time I ever try-harded in GSMST. Summer STEM.
Didn't determine GSMST as a whole for me either. I realized, I knew the school was going to be hard from the start. So I came here, the summer STEM was like, oh, yep, this is what I expected. So it just helped me know what I was getting into.
Pain.
The electromagnet
Oh no!
that nobody could do except for like
Not
2
even
classes.
the motor thing
Yes.
you could do.
Oh yeah,
was,
no
like,
one finished that. That
This
was
was like
terrible.
one group finished them, and they were like, okay, so that means everyone can do it. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I knew like going in, I knew I wasn't really allowed to drop. So I guess freshman year, like, I guess allowed me to make friends so I can actually have a good time and not be like depressed my entire time at GSMST.
Yeah, I'll say the same because like I didn't really have a choice to drop, and even if I did, I would have to be like the new kid again, and I definitely didn't want that. So I was just like, let me stick it out, and then I ended up making friends, and it all worked out.
Mr. Holmes' class was a really standout class for me freshman year. I don't know, it was such an interesting class, I guess. Like I remember him like saying whenever we made like a little nick on our hands or something, I remember him like distinctly saying, okay, get masking tape or ducking tape and hand sanitizer, you're set. And that was like an iconic moment for me.
I say Mr. Calhoun's class with his quizzes and stuff. It was just like the quizzes just really stood out to me, I guess.
So what has been your favorite school year thus far?
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
Yeah. I think for me, the best part of sophomore year was engineering. I think I could speak for all of us here.
Yeah, a lot of cool
that was
projects.
a lot of. That's a really fun class.
Like the race car
the rocket project, the race car project,
bridge,
the bridge project.
Yeah.
We did like a lot of like unique experiences, like unique projects that like kind of like just changed my view on what engineering is and how fun it can really be.
Sure, yeah.
Sophomore year is when we formed our group.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we met on one of those 2 a.m. calls.
Yeah. House party is a big part of sophomore year, I feel like.
That's so true. Yeah. I'd always have so many notifications like so-and-so's in the house. I'm like, okay.
I think sophomore year is when I started like really trying to talk to more people, kind of break out of my small circle.
Yeah, that's when I met her.
Yeah,
Nikki
that's when I met like our bioengineering class.
Yeah,
Like,
that's when I met Nikki.
No. I can't believe I put myself through that, like, willingly. But, like, at the same time, that was, like, a peak of, I guess, in terms of, like, I was really involved with student council. So, like, I guess my happiness from, like, getting involved with the school versus being totally miserable from, like, the school sort of balanced out. But, like, those 17 shots of espresso, that, oh.
Into it.
Yeah.
I feel like if I walked into the AP bio classroom, I would like cry. Like I would just like smell it. I would like be like, no.
I remember Mr. Brown's class, and I remember him like indirectly calling people out. Like he'd look somebody in the eye and say, this person totally did not turn in their homework last night. And it was so funny and hilarious because one day I was one of those people who didn't turn in my homework, and he looked directly at me and then like looked the other way as if he wasn't just calling me out.
Take this pink ribbon off my eyes. I'm exposed and it's no big surprise. Don't you think I know exactly where I stand? This world is forcing me to hold your hand. 'Cause I'm just a girl, a little lonely. Well, don't let me out of your sight. Oh, I'm just a girl, already at my teeth. So don't let me have any
I think junior year for me was also pretty fun. Not as fun as sophomore year, but it was also pretty fun because during that time I started to take photography, okay? And photography class, not one, because of the friends, and also I really gained a love for taking pictures. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this class. And I really got into like Photoshop and all those type of things. And so junior year was like an experimentation type of year.
I feel like it really took the fun part out of junior year, which was like seeing your friends every day and stuff like that. It was just the work, so that's why it was kind of hard, but like we still could like communicate with each other, so that's why it made it okay.
Yeah, I feel like we took it for granted a little bit, like seeing our friends every day and getting to laugh at school. And even though we're all stressed, we're like stressed together.
I remember distinctly being at the NHS induction. And then,
last time.
Yeah, and then we got like the notification at 8 p.m. that like we're not having school anymore, and I'm like, yes, I can study for the AP exams. I've been behind in this class. I can pick it up again. And then it just like never ended.
I'm glad that we were able to get international night in before the pandemic hit, because that was a really good experience. That was our last international night, last Class V class, last a lot of these major clubs and competitions and activities. So I think it was a good way to end, that the pandemic didn't hit too early.
Let's run away from these lies, back to yesterday. Save tonight. I feel the sun creeping up like tick-tock. I'm trying to keep you in my head, but if not, we'll just keep running from tomorrow with our lips locked. Yeah, you got me begging, baby, please don't go. If I wake up tomorrow, will you still be here? I don't know.
Oh, that kicked in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been here.
Yeah, but like a ton more because I'm at home and there's so many other things that you could do than schoolwork, and especially because you have a SE to worry about and you're like, I did enough today. You can just do it tomorrow, and then you end up with like 20 missing assignments. But
At this point for me, it's like I'm trying enough so the college doesn't know that I'm not trying, but I'm not trying enough to like stress myself out.
I don't know if it's like senioritis or if it's because we're all home online, but I can definitely say like I'm starting to feel kind of unmotivated.
Oh my gosh.
I did not see that.
Oh no.
Yo.
That was for me too. I think that to manage my mental health, I work at a fitness studio, so I always went there to like work out and then to work and like interact with other people. And like obviously at night sometimes I would accidentally fall asleep on the floor because I like to work on the floor personally. So I lay down on the floor and sometimes I'm just out. And my mom has several pictures of me like face first on the floor.
Insert here.
Yeah.
Here.
No.
Class of 2021. Hey, yo, we made it. We actually did it, okay. I definitely feel like we went through a lot as a group, you know. There's been a lot of different things, a lot of struggles, a lot of fun times though. And I am really excited to be here where we're all at right now, you know. And if all of y'all out there, if you're watching this, take a breath and realize like, hey, like you're actually here, you know? Like actually let that sink in, relax, breathe. Let all the stress you've been having in for the past 4 years, let it out, you know? And just smile.
probably the people here, because I know I'm probably not going to talk to a lot of people here that I've met later on in life. Like Mr. Andy here, I'm going to miss you. And
wait, what about me, bro?
Shut up.
It's not too wait, like, I don't know if we're supposed to be like happy in this or like.
I can't tell you that. Should we cry?
Hold on, let me yawn.
I'm so excited to see what we have to show next. What's the next stage? What's the next chapter?
As much as we complained about GSMST, we complained together.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah. This is an experience that only we can
relate to. We made it. Like, we're almost there. It's like so close.
Like when you immerse yourself in this kind of community, it allows you to like realize your full potential and realize like who you are more to a certain degree.
Yeah. To everyone that's graduating, period. We did that as we should, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for ourselves, because it was not easy.
Yeah.
It was not easy, and I know a single person, even the tops of the tops, or even the lows, I was part of those lows of the lows, like we climbed our way back, you know? And we're here and we're sitting here talking about this because we should celebrate.
Daniel said again, from the small things to the big things. It's just, you know, you can't just pinpoint one thing that you miss. You'll miss all of it. And even though, we're about to leave and I'm kind of ready to get out, but I will call this place like a second home, most definitely.